Hey, lovely people. Greetings from Guatemala. It's June. It's not solstice yet. So, I'm just making a little transmission because last year I made a transmission and it was about the Mayan lands. And now that I'm back in the Mayan lands, I feel I can talk a little bit more. Maybe it extends through to some of the more Tolteci lands too. And so, we're in 2019. Some of you may know that a kind of gate of time opened in, well, 2012. You know, a lot of you maybe heard these end of the world scenarios, blah, 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 blah. And there are different numerologies around what dates different things happen. But one thing I think a lot of you will resonate with is that quite a lot of you started going through a big wakey thing. And that's very much what that end of the world thing was about, that people were talking about. It was more of an end of an old way of being. And last year, I was guided through a series of events to go back to Mexico. I don't think I had any choice, really, some of the things that happened. And what ensued was then that we were called to do some events and a retreat in December last year in Tepoztlan area, which is beside Amatlan, where Quetzalcoatl, the winged serpent, reportedly the creator spirit, was born. And this ties in with many of the serpent mythologies around the world. And it's an important grid line. And what I guess I was shown was that we were working with activation of some codes and energies that surround the energy of the masculine and the feminine coming together ahead of the 7-year cycle from 21st of December 2012 to 21st of December 2019 coming through. And that's certainly what happened in many ways. We had elders who actually hold the baston, like it's a tribal stake, of Quetzalcoatl who came on solstice. And we were at Amatlan and there were serpent codes that came through. And then reasonably soon after that, after we did those activities when I was on the Mayan side of Mexico, I received a dream with a serpent skin. I've received serpent skins before actually in the real, but they've ended up in earth offerings in places like Jerusalem. And I was plopped on a mammoth journey across the planet and back. And now I'm just back in the Mayan lands, which is great because it was a long and arduous journey with some very deep initiations, which in many ways, for me and my own relationship to the mythic field, showed this stepping through the codes of the serpent codes into a higher vibration of relation to the serpent codes that we're in the planet right now. And a lot of you will be going, serpents, codes, what? And yeah, if you're interested, if any of this is resonating with you, I'll send you some videos we've made about those things. In short, a synthesis of what several tribes and wisdom keepers have said throughout the ages is that we have a shortcoming in the way that we work with serpent energy, and this results in the wrong relation to death, wrong relation to the ego, wrong relation to the material, and wrong relation to sex. And what we were kind of told by Mayan elders in 2012, because we said, wow, things are really up with men and women. They said, yeah, this is going to be 7 years. Everything when we take it down to energetics is really, and I work a lot with Kundalini energy, everything is really about us unifying our masculine and feminine inside and working with our own life force energy and actually learning to work with our own serpent energy to take it out of passion and into compassion. And anyway, through a series of quite epic initiations when I was on this journey recently, where we were also delivering a new course called the Foundational Course for Conscious Practitioners, aka the Serpent Course. We worked a lot with the root. I was shown that yes, we are stepping into a new timeline of a higher relationality to those aspects of serpent coding. So that leads us back to solstice this year. Something is brewing. I haven't been back in that area of Mexico just yet. Um, but yeah, we know a lot of people are coming together for December, January. And so I'm just making a little bit of a hello that some of you, maybe who were there with us in 2012 when we were in Palenque, may be feeling it's time to come back. We're definitely going to be doing some retreats, probably back into Potsdam because it's just such an amazing place. And we're we're waiting to see where we're going to be for solstice. It looks like we're probably going to do a retreat early January for about a week to 10 days when the codes have dropped. But I think that there's going to be some ceremonies and some coming together. So some of us are already going to be out from early December. So this is a little call for you to just say if your soul is feeling cold, if you're feeling Mexico, stuff's afoot. And we've got practitioners from several different lineages and countries coming together. We've got the Lotus team, so quite a few of the Lotus Programme practitioners will be with us, and we have a very varied team of body workers, shamanic practitioners, trauma experts, sound healers, myself. And then we also have some deer. It's beautiful because last year I spent about 6 months on and off in Mexico, just communing with the land and the elders and wisdom keepers there. So we've got a really amazing crew now. So we have elders who want to work with us, who said, please come back. Please, we need to see you next year. And we're like, we want to come back next year. So the grandmothers will be there. We have amazing wisdom keepers. And what's beautiful is within our team, we have a lot of male, female, a lot of couples. And so there's something beautiful happening. So we have some galactic pre-Hispanic wisdom keepers who fuse both the pre-Hispanic and the galactic codes. And they are able to explain in a very divine way the sacred geometry and the numerology behind the sacred sites. And yeah, we have these amazing gatekeepers and established magic people who are all wanting to talk. So we're just waiting to see. I go back in July and then we'll seed the vision. But I just wanted to give you a heads up. We're definitely doing something. We just do it by the book. We don't do it with our heads. We have to wait until we're given the message of when it is and what exactly is happening. But we know we're doing something and we know we're on call. And I know people want to save money and want dates and stuff. And I just have to say, just listen to your guidance. Know that we're doing it. If you feel the call, know that you will be in the bit that's right for you. So know that some of us are going to be there from early December till at least the middle of January. And if you're feeling the call, we'll all hang out, okay? And we'll be able to tell you more about what's happening specifically when the cosmos wishes us to know. So please just follow your heart. Don't worry about the head bit. Come. If you're feeling the call, just come. We'll be there. It's time. Sometimes that's what's needed, is actually for you to take the leap of faith and go, I don't know the middle bit, but somehow this is speaking to me. And this is the sort of people we like to see. I've just made a little recording about retreats, and we'll be putting up some information very soon about the retreats, about the sort of what we'll generally have at our retreats and who we've got in the team. And then, yeah, and maybe about approximately how much things will cost. But yeah, please bear with us until we are told by our bosses what we're doing, because we're just following cosmic orders. Okay? Look forward to seeing you somewhere here. Oh yeah, and I think we might come back to Guatemala. There's a lot happening here. There's a lot of really amazing elders here feeling a bit bored with spiritual bypassing. And so there's a real call for a group to come together to do something very chunky. So again, I'm here just listening and in consultation with the elders here and seeing what rolls there. But yes, last 7 years ago, in 2012, a lot of us, we kept traveling up and down from Palenque to Guatemala. So we had Lake Atitlan in Palenque. I don't feel we'll probably do something in Palenque, but it's for some of the codes we're going to share. It's just easier for us to work in some of the other sacred sites that we have, that we work with, that we have. It sounds like we don't own them. Don't worry. and but they're our friends. Um, so so just to say, it's maybe not Palenque for the whole time, but we definitely have things brewing. We've got some things brewing in Tulum, got some things definitely brewing in Tepoztlan. We have things we can do in Lake Atitlan, and Palenque is always there. So yeah, watch this space. We may even do like a roving itinerancy where we kind of go on the road between some sites, but we just have to see what the cosmos wants of us. And sometimes maybe the cosmos is waiting to see who's plugging in to give us the next bit. So I hope you enjoy this transmission. Get in touch if you're feeling the call. And please bear with us because we're just systematizing a few things at the moment. So we have a bilingual team, in fact, more than bilingual. But we definitely have fluent Spanish and English. We have some Italian. There's some French somewhere in there. I don't know who, but yeah. So yeah, we're getting ready. Okay, loads of love. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.